attention of every blade of bluegrass will be right here. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Cardinals will put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Kentucky's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. When it comes to rivalry games, no matter what the records are, you can expect to see a good, tight, close game. Yeah, but sometimes you don't. Last year in the battle for the Bluegrass, Louisville jumped on top 20-0 and never looked back, throttling the Cats.
It's hard to win a game when you turn it over 5 times, and that's what happened with Kentucky. They were never able to get a rhythm on offense, and you add to that, David, Louisville running for over 350 yards. I mean, they dominated during state rivalry.
I think that's the most embarrassing part. Like, it wasn't throwing the football over the yard. It was I out-physicaled you. I out-toughed you. And Stoops has built his program on toughness and being physical. So for this to happen a year ago in this rivalry, I imagine they've addressed this, and it's a concern that they're worried about coming into this football game.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for a huge play. Brings it in down the left side. Hits the crease. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Kentucky! I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will go to work for the first time today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking for a man, it's Moss. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. These two first met in 1912 and both have a rich history of stars. John Unitas, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, Bear Bryant, Tim Couch at Kentucky through the years. The rivalry is a great one, fellas.
Man, that's a great list of people to think about in this rivalry. Obviously, it runs deep, and the uniforms are solid, right? Like bright red, blue on the other side, just a nice color clash.
Yeah, visually and optically, you're right. This is a very good-looking rivalry game, but it's also good on the field. There's a lot of talent assembled here today.
We'll see if they go back to the run here on third down. This is a designed run. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've spotted them a 10-9. There he goes. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Brown has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Got him downfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Moss. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A strike downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the 2nd level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him when they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
Gets it out quickly. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Wants to throw again. On target to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Kentucky will come to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So an 82-yard drive there, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They're quickly in a 10-point hole, trailing 17-7 and needing to put together a drive. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
All right, offensively, you're not having a lot of success right now running this thing to the perimeter. The defense was there. They were ready for that. You made one guy miss. They still got you for a TFL. You might have to think about getting back to running between the tackles now.
Off the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Holds it in on the left. Turns on the Jets. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off by saying so much for bad field position, a 91-yard scoring toss. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Already going back and forth, and they have a 3-point lead up 17-14. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch inside the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something that defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
They just keep firing. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
1st and 7.
Takes the handoff. It's Watson. Nice move to pick up yardage. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. That's caught. It's Bell.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
And the Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
The Cardinals come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll go to the sneak. Got enough for the 1st. No need to get too cute there or overly creative. Just push the ball forward and get the 1st down.
I completely agree. I hate when people get creative. Just easy money, downhill, run the QB, get the 1st down.
And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines.
With the score, Kentucky 20, Louisville 14.
Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. To the air, it's Moss. A little release to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds his man. It's Lacey. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Oh, look at him right. Touchdown, Cardinals. And we've got a shootout. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Got his man downfield. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
And these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Picks up 9. It's 3rd down.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll run the sneak for it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Kentucky will be forced to punt.
On to punt it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Moss. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in, it's Lacey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Now the play fake. Makes the grab. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football on air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Power football with the run. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Motion from the wideout. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They'll snap it from the 28, in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. The snap sets up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
How about the effort by the running back? Great job. Listen, it's not an ideal situation, but when you get yourself backed up like that, and it's 3rd and eternity, you put yourself in a bad situation. He almost climbed out of it single-handedly. Nice run, nice effort by the running back.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality, and when it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Stewart. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy. Maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
The Cardinals trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Moss. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Law. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Plucks it out of the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Pressure coming. And they get to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Moss. Got his man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. The quick out. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The pressure ramps up on third and goal. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Louisville! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's second and 2.
Man, a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he found a space on the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Flips it out on the screen. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
To the air, it's Moss. Fires to the big fella. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to it. Quick spin on the line. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the fourth sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Takes it on the shovel. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Wildcats and Cards. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this fight between Louisville and Kentucky plays out.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Watson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Rushes on him, trying to escape and get it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now on 2nd down. Trying play action. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Moss. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. The RPO, it's complete. After the filthy move, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
And the Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off play action on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
To the air on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Here's a hit. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
Oh, a really nice decision early in the game by the QB. You're in great field position, at least going to have an opportunity to kick a field goal. 3rd down, nothing open, just throw it away and let your head coach make the decision.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. No good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game.
You wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his 2nd missed field goal of the day. Guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
Back to throw, it's Moss. Finds his man in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
They'll ride the hot hand.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Cardinals have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quick handoff. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Working that left side now. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Moss. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. And the Cardinals are facing 3rd and inches. Surging forward on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and let's see what they do to finish off this drive.
They'll go to the ground. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Brings up 2nd down.
The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the red zone, it's Watson. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Field goal is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Law. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And coming out in the 2nd half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this 2nd half, defense picking up where it left off.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab down the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, he just continues to be on fire at the quarterback spot, continues to chew up yards over 100, over 200, over 300. Now we're over 450. Have yourself a day, young man.
Is Kentucky offense doing work? They're set up with another 1st down. They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And on that out route, third down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up fourth and short.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
And the Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back on the option to give. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Immediately fires to the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the Cardinals had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Using the quick game. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
4th down coming up.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Snags a quick pass on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hester. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
It'll be a draw. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
A strike downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. This is like he's orchestrating a video game out there. I mean, he's right at 500 yards. He's a step or 2 or 3 ahead of any coverage he sees.
Or 12, Reese. I mean, this defense just doesn't have an answer for him. They've blitzed them. They've played zone coverage. They try to man up these receivers, but the end result is always the same. This guy right now is unstoppable.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The hand to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. Give to Brown. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
From the gun, the running back has it. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Looking downfield, it's Moss. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Cardinals decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker.
And the most important thing is the clock ticking for this defense, but you get a stop right here on 4th down, and this ball game is over. So one big stop, and you end this thing.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He tries to take the top off. Touchdown, Wildcats! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. Turns it on down the left side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Brown has it. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stewart. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Looking to pass, it's Moss. Finds his big tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Quarterback on the keeper. Headed to the end zone, and he launches in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Got room to work. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And wings it incomplete.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Law. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Hey, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defense to try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just bleed this game out.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Got his man. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Wants to go up top on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. And they'll take a knee. Maybe it was just in the cards as Louisville takes home this rivalry game, and they will bring the Governor's Cup home to the Ville. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.